Hey guys, Ogie here 97 here. I know it's been a while since I've been on YouTube, and I finally am back, and I am ready for more YouTube stuff. Um, yeah, and second of all, yeah, and as you know, since I've come back to YouTube, I have started a new Let's Play, my Undertale Let's Play, and I've also started recording some songs. You know, my Megalo Strike Back, and I think the other one was my Tokyo Vania remix. Both of them were remixes, plus my Brothers Unite song. That volume was really bad. But anyway, so I will be showing you some cool stuff. Think of this like another update video. I've done a channel update, I think 2018 channel update, but this is late 2018 of a channel update. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more content. Of course, I will be recording Fortnite as I was going to. And I have been off my channel for about 2 months or so. But anyway, here I am. So let's kind of put our magic in there. And today we'll be giving an example of one of my things. Hold up. Cancel. So this is my, you know, these are my song remixes. As many of you know, I did my Megalo Strike Back remix. So basically, this was made on a thing called Musecore. It's a really cool software. Basically, as you see, it's like the sheet music. You can add a title, edit the title, and you can also print your music. Basically, it's pretty easy to do. If you want to add a note, then you just click on, highlight the measure, then you go on to this end thing over here, and you just click onto that end thing, and then there you go, you can enter a note. And then here we go, we're gonna enter a note right there, and you can just place random notes like that, and let's just see what we create, what monstrosity. That sounds ugly. I mean, you can play with this, it's pretty easy. Yeah, it's a really cool software. As you see, I've been using Musecore a lot. Yeah, so anyway, Musecore is a pretty cool software. You guys should try it out anyway. So anyway, we'll be continuing to show you guys something that was really, really cool. I found this on YouTube a couple days ago, and here we go. Alright, there you go. So, I have, finally reached 1,257 views. I know that might not sound like a lot, but to me that's really a lot. I can't believe I accomplished that much. Right now I'm at 1,257. To me that's really impressive. Maybe not to all those pro YouTubers that have billions of views, but this is the stepping point, right, guys? We'll start at one little point, take baby steps, start walking, then running, right? Running would be like what PewDiePie and Ninja are at right now from getting all that. Right now, I just started a crawl with 1,257 views, guys. That's about what should be on one video, and if that's on my entire channel, that's not really that cool, actually. But still, I am really, I really like that I got 1,257 views, and it's all thanks to you guys. And if I couldn't reach this amount without you, and if it wasn't for your support to make me keep going onto YouTube, I would have never, ever, ever, ever reached this amount. So guys, thanks a lot. The support really means really good to me, and yeah. I guess that's it for the, not the update necessarily, but all this stuff of me praising you guys. But anyway, let's continue on to that. As many of you know that Breath of the Wild was released in early 2017, 2017 for the Nintendo Switch, as you see in the thing below. Since we're done with all that stuff, I was thinking of the new Zelda game that's gonna come. Well, the new Zelda game is hopefully going to be pretty cool. I hear it's most likely going to be on the Nintendo Switch. No, he's dead. He's long dead. What is his name? Not Shigeru Miyamoto. Eiji Aonuma, I think his name was. Shigeru Miyamoto quit on Zelda. I'm kidding. He's still into Zelda, but he's really focusing on Mario. But anyway, EGI Numa stated that there is a new possibility for a Zelda game on the Switch. The reason I say this is because he said it. I don't know how to pull up the quote just yet. But he said that there's going to be a possibility of a new Zelda game being on Switch because he never got to use all of these buttons on Breath of the Wild. Plus, Breath of the Wild was a pretty good hit. Mostly everyone bought it on Switch than rather over here on the Wii U edition. Like I said, many people bought it on the Nintendo. Oh gosh, that's cutting it off the screen. Okay, here you go. I found a smaller picture. Many people rather would buy the Nintendo Switch edition than rather the Wii U edition because again, the Nintendo Switch edition is way better than the Wii U edition. Because in my opinion, tell me if this is better than this. I mean, they're not really much different. Whoa, actually, the landscape really changes. Link doesn't change. It just the landscape looks wider if you could just keep switching it. Whatever. But, I bought the Nintendo Switch personally, even though I do have a Wii U and I could have just purchased Breath of the Wild for the Wii U, less money. It's because it's a new experience on a console. What's better than to experience it with a new Zelda game? And again, enough to talk about Breath of the Wild, we have to talk about the new Zelda game. What I'm expecting from the new Zelda game is most likely not a sequel, maybe not a remake either. And like Nintendo has stated that Zelda will never be in the timeline. As we know, Breath of the Wild was never rated with a timeline. For some weird reason, we didn't really notice why, or really think why it was there. Me personally, I thought that Zelda Breath of the Wild would be in the converged timelines, not the unified timeline with Skyward Sword Minish Cap, like a different unified timeline with all of the three timelines combining back together, similar to the unified timeline. Because as we know, it has things from all three timelines. One thing for sure, I think I'm just trying to think of something that was there. Oh yeah, the Lionel in Breath of the Wild was actually there originally in Zelda 1. That's the downfall timeline. As we know, in the Wind Waker, the Zora evolved into the Rito. That was there. In the adult timeline. And in the child timeline, there was still the remains of the Zora. And yeah, the Zora was still there. And yeah, we don't find any Koriki anywhere, but we do find Koroks, as we know, were there. And yeah, that big tree could have been the tree from Ocarina of Time. So it could have been all of the three timelines converted together. Though it mentions about the timeline thing, and most of the things point to the child timeline, actually, I think it's all three timelines, because what other evidence do we have then to support that all three of them would fall in? Well, then Nintendo stated that they won't be using the timelines anymore, and they will be really just focusing on the game. Well, that means that the next Zelda game won't really include a timeline to it. So yeah, I guess then the next game won't really have anything, but I don't really have much to say about the next game, but to expect a really awesome game. Maybe they would take a lot of inspiration from Breath of the Wild. As we know, in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, they took a 2-year plan. I think it was a bit more, maybe 3 or 4 years, but they took a small amount of time to make a Zelda game using the assets from Ocarina of Time. I think the Koriki Village, it's been so long since I talked about Zelda that I totally forgot what that village was called. Kakariko Village. I think the sign for Kakariko is the same thing for a village. The terminal sign? No, not terminal. The Clock Town sign. Something in Majora's Mask. I'm not really sure. It's been so long since I've played a Zelda game that I've pretty much forgot it. But anyway, yeah, so the, timeline, what was I talking about again? Oh yeah, in they could use Breath of the Wild assets and make a similar kind of sequel, but then I'm not sure what villains they could have done. I mean, the main villain of the next Zelda game, if they were going to make a sequel, could have been Master Koga, but you then again had to kill him off in, Breath of the Wild to earn the Thunder Helm. I think it would have been better to have Master Koga back because Master Koga is a pretty menacing boss. As you see, I just pulled up a picture of him. He's a pretty good boss. I mean, to be honest, he could have been the main villain. Like, they could have made a game game kind of sequel to Breath of the Wild. Like then there would be the Sheikah tribe over here, then there will be the Yiga clan. Hold up. The Yiga clan and then the Sheikah tribe, and they would just like battle with each other. Oh my gosh, this looks so wrong. I mean, like the Yiga clan and the this also looks wrong. My hand movements are wrong. Just like don't bother them, okay? They could have just taken both of the Yiga clan and the what do you call it? Yiga clan and Sheikah clan, and then Sheikah tribe and the Yiga clan, and maybe had some war between them, having the Sheikah brought back and having the Sheikah a huge influence on everything in Breath of the Wild. As a matter of fact, we haven't seen much about the Triforce, and usually it was the other way around in most games. They weren't really much focused on the Sheikah, but then a lot of focus on the Triforce, specifically in Skyward Sword when you definitely killed Demise with the Triforce. Using the Triforce, not much related to the Sheikah, but there was one Sheikah reference to Impa, who was, I think, in Skyward Sword, first meet as an old lady, second meet as young woman, which it's kind of complicated. I'm not going to spoil the game for you as long as you play the game. Anyway, we have to expect a lot, and I mean a real lot from the next game, considering Breath of the Wild won Game of the Year of 2017. Yeah, and I really hope that this Zelda game could be something cool. Most likely it won't be a sequel. Like I said, they would have to figure out a main boss for Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild's some sort of Breath of the Wild sequel. It can't be Master Koga, as we all know he was killed, or it could be a Sheikah war. Then there would be some assistant Sheikah, but then there won't be a boss, much of a boss to it. So, yeah. I guess they might not make a Breath of the Wild sequel, but still, it would be really cool if they could make one because, again, we all love Breath of the Wild. And they could use the same assets they use in Breath of the Wild because Link, again, would be the same, similar to Link in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. They use the same asset because they both were released for the N64. Since they both were released for the N64 and these two were released for Nintendo Switch, I think maybe they could kind of, like, make it. And also something tells me this would be a pure Nintendo Switch game. A reason is we've seen a similar setup to this before. A Twilight Princess setup to Skyward Sword. As we know that Skyward Sword's original Twilight Princess's original two game consoles before the Wii U were the Wii and the, what's it called? GameCube. But the most popular one was the Wii because then, the Wii was the best console at the time. Actually, not the best console, but, you know what I mean, the best Nintendo console at the time. So, they would purchase a Wii, not much of a GameCube to play Twilight Princess if they haven't played that before. But still, since it came out, people bought the Wii edition because it was generally better. Similar to the Wii U and Nintendo Switch. Breath of the Wild was originally made for Breath of the Wild, but then when the release of the Switch happened, they decided to add more of for Switch. So then Switch came, mostly everyone bought it for Switch, but then there were the occasional people that brought it for Wii U. We saw this similar setup when we saw Skyward Sword was released truly and only for the Wii. It wasn't released for any other console. That will prove that Breath of the Wild will only be for the console of Nintendo Switch. Actually, Nintendo Switch isn't much of a console. It's a handheld / console. I'm gonna call it a handheld because most of it's put on like handheld. But I don't know. You can play it at home. Nintendo Switch is really not classified as a handheld or a whatever. Anyway, we'll be checking stuff out. Or not checking stuff out. So we'll be checking the next Zelda game pretty soon. I really don't know what we'll expect from the game. I hope it's something really, really, really good. Because Breath of the Wild is one of the best games, and Nintendo should exceed Breath of the Wild, because Nintendo made such a good game. And yeah. Anyway, who's excited for Smash Ultimate? Because I know I am. If you want to be part of my Smash Ultimate tournament, I'll be releasing and also / live streaming on Twitch. go put your user, or not username, your friend ID. This is only for people who have a Nintendo Switch account, Nintendo account. You can make a Nintendo account and then just put your friend ID so I can friend you. And once I friend you, you can be part of the tournament. I'll just tell, actually, I don't know what to do. I'll work out the details of this Smash tournament, but again, Super Smash Brothers is not coming. Super Smash Brothers Ultimate is not coming until like December, but anyway, I am super excited for new approaches to my channel. Like I said, the music part, live streaming. Hopefully my first. Sorry, I felt a yawn. I don't know why. I feel kind of tired. But anyway, hopefully the Smash tournament will be pretty good, and I hope my music part of my channel will also be pretty good, and I hope my first ever live stream will also be good. So these are all like the little bits and stuff that my channel is good. My channel is good. So I've been so long off YouTube that I don't even know how to do stuff, and sometimes I go and stammering, and it's been long since I've been on YouTube, guys. So anyway, I hope that most of this stuff will be cool. And I hope that the next Zelda game will be a very, very good Zelda game, and it won't be a remake. Because, again, I'm tired of remakes. I mean, speaking of remakes, one thing they should really make with the Nintendo Switch is really using Nintendo Switch Online, if you guys heard of that. Maybe they might not do it, but I'm just thinking they should do this Nintendo Switch Online thing. Maybe you could get like this bundle pack with all of the Zelda games. Maybe not Phantom Hourglass, the 2-screen ones. Maybe not the 2-screen ones, but except for Wind Waker. Wind Waker, you can possibly do it. You could possibly do the same thing that they did for Hyrule Warriors. They could have like a screen, like a little screen at the thing with all your items and all, or you can just go into your inventory like they did with Breath of the Wild and just switch your items. Or they can just do a button on the Nintendo Switch where you could switch your items. Something like that. But definitely not Phantom Hourglass and Wind Waker, because they might be pretty hard. Because again, Phantom Hourglass has 2 screens and then you need to touch it. Maybe if they do release a Nintendo Switch for Phantom Hourglass or Spirit Tracks, they're pretty much ruining the entire game because it is. But one thing I really want, if they make a remake for Nintendo Switch, my top 3 hopes will be Wind Waker, Skyward Sword, and Twilight Princess. They're out of these 3, maybe one of them might not make it. That one is Twilight Princess, because Twilight Princess, they've made already, like 3 game ports of Twilight Princess. It's original GameCube, it's Wii U, and it's Wii. If they release a Nintendo Switch, it would be its 4th one. Though Twilight Princess is a really good Zelda game, I don't expect it to have 4 ports for it. Wind Waker only had, if I'm correct, I think only 2 ports, GameCube and Wii U. They didn't release a Wii edition for it. So then with those 2, I think they could make a 3rd one with similar to Twilight Princess having 3 as well. They could make a 3rd one being Nintendo Switch. Skyward Sword, the reason I would really enjoy Skyward Sword on Switch is because, first of all, you can carry Skyward Sword on the go. Well, that you could do that to anything, any remixed ones. But also that, like, the stupid motion controls. The stupid motion controls on Wii U or Wii are really hard to do. Like, and you have to keep, like, putting the thing up to charge a Skyward Strike. And it's really annoying, especially in the Demise battle, because then Demise also tries to charge a Skyward Strike at you, similar to when Link does it. And sometimes the motion controls on the Wii U the original Wii. The Wii fumbles, and then, like, you can't do a sword strike. It'd be really good on Nintendo Switch where you can just like raise it and then just do a sword slash like that. I mean, still you can have that same sword slash feeling with motion controls on Nintendo Switch. But again, guys, that's the end of the video. Goodbye. These are my top hopes and my updates for Nintendo Switch. Alright, guys, that's the end of the video. Goodbye.